Hi everyone, today I'll be going through how I can set up my fork on GitHub so I can contribute to Swift, and I'll be hopefully opening a PR and going through how I approach solving a task or a bug. It will be just a simple task, so yeah. First of all, in the getting it started guide, um, here in this note, it's mentioning how to set up your fork. Yeah, we will just use my remote as a remote name. I'm actually using SSH, so I'll just copy that, remove this username and type my own username. In the Swift directory, I'll set that. So I'm just gonna create a new branch with get checkout. Maybe remove unknown IDs. From tests, we'll just copy this. Sorry. Now we can actually check that we have already created our branch. So if I just went to GitHub, and yeah, so you'll see that we already created this branch. So basically, when I approach a new bug or task, whether it was on Jira, or it was a task that is assigned to me from one of my PRs, you should always ask clarifying questions if you have any, so you know what you're going to do. Basically, what is going on here is that in Swift serialized diagnostics, we were printing out the diagnostic IDs that are available in YAML but not available in the .def file. So yeah, something like that. We should be printing out all of these IDs, and that is what is happening. So now actually, since we are relying on .def files, that makes no sense to have the statements right now. So we will just going to remove it for now. Since our edit was very simple, we won't need to rebuild the compiler. So we can just run tests and see what will go on and if we are on the right path. So there is a tool in LLVM project called Lit. We use it in Swift to test our code. It will take a few parameters like -s and -vv. You can go into details on the documentation, and I will drop some links down below on what are they and what they actually do. The path you can get it from Swift project build ninja Swift then test. You can just drop this path here, and everything that comes after that path is actually what specific area that you want to test. So like that is now gonna test what is inside the localization, so all of the test files inside localization. If I just went a folder above in the tree, I can test diagnostics. If I just want to test all the tests, I can remove these subfolders. but that's actually gonna take a lot of time, so I'm just gonna test the area affected with my code. After that we can run tests and see if this passes. So as we can see here that 4 tests has passed and 2 has failed. That is mainly because of 2 reasons, or actually 1 reason, and that is the check statement here, the file check. We are actually checking that is why it is expected a check statement. So I think if we just remove this and from here also, finally we should also be removing the not available ndef in the YAML file. There is no need for them anymore. Okay, so I think now everything should be done, and let's try and test. Yes, exactly, everything is done. Hopefully this will be it, but we will have to actually create a commit for this, commit this and push it to our branch. For commit messages, I like to write support that is related to this change. After that we can just write the commit message. After that we can just stage and commit staged. We can after that go to Swift then push our changes. After our change has been successfully pushed, we can open our fork on GitHub, and you will see that there has been a recent change. You can then compare and maybe write here any helpful description about your change. Basically because of this was assigned to me by Pavel. I'll mention him. And after that we can also view our changes here. Everything looks fine. Okay, so we will create a PR and hopefully it won't need any modification, but if it does need any modification, I'll come back to you.